Oh, hi YouTube. Hey, sorry about that. My name is Brian. I'm with No More Popcorn Reviews. I want to take a really quick second and say thank you so much to everyone who did check out our very first review last night of John Wick 3. By no means was it a perfect video. We learned a lot of stuff along the way. We had a really good time doing that. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has watched that so far. But something we wanted to do in each of our individual spare time between doing those weekly reviews is to just kind of go over some of our collections, things that we buy along the way and stuff like that, because not all of these movies we get to review together. So yeah, something that I'm by no means a Criterion connoisseur, but I do own a few titles, and I really do appreciate the packaging and the time that goes into those movies. And I think it's something unique to have in your collection. The transfers are always great, and they're always director approved. So yeah, I was very happy to find out that in May 14th, 2019, obviously, that's a couple of weeks ago, that is my birthday, and Criterion was releasing the original Funny Games from 1997. I was always a very huge fan of the remake, and I had actually never seen the original. Seen Criterion, had planned to release it, and I was like, well, what better time to check it out? So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some of this movie. Now, I have already opened it. It just seemed like it'd make it way easier, and I've already watched it too, so I could talk a little bit about it. But I do want to go over the case with you, the contents and everything, because as most of you do know, that if you are into Criterion movies, you know, you get that special extra flair with them. That's always really fun to have. So, okay. So here is the movie. All right, Funny Games. And I really do like that cover a lot. If you guys have seen the movie, you know exactly what that comes from. That scene is really quite intense and really cool. This is a film from Michael Haneke, or Haneke. I have heard that pronounced so many different ways, so please don't judge me if I don't get it right. I don't want to sound like an asshole, like I really don't know. So Michael Haneke, or Haneke, we're just going to call it that. So yeah, of course you do have the Criterion emblem up there in the corner, Funny Games, and then, you know, that right there. And the spine, of course, Funny Games. They always do include the spine number. This is 975. Okay. On the back there, you've got your Blu-ray edition, your year, your runtime. Okay. Now, this is in German. All right. So it does have your English subtitles. I somehow still come across people who absolutely hate subtitled movies. Well, I don't really quite understand it, but, you know, to each their own. All right, there's the back of it. I do love that bold red font is so prominent in the movie. I think that is a really cool addition to the case. Yeah, if you guys wanted to pause that so you could read all the stuff there. It does include some pretty cool little special features as well. Okay. All right, so we are going to go ahead and open this up. All right. So on the inside, you have Funny Games with the Criterion sign on the inside. Have your booklet, of course. All right, with the golf ball. Once again, if you've seen the movie. And don't worry about any spoilers during this. I'm not really going to say anything that would spoil the movie for those of you who haven't seen it. Okay, so if you pull that out and pop out the disc. Okay. Yeah, see, I really like that as well. That's sorry about the glare. That's pretty cool. Once again, if you've seen the movie, that's a pretty iconic scene. That's sort of the scene that sets everything up for you. It's a egg carton with 3 broken eggs. Okay, set that in there. Let's take a look and see what all's in this book. All right, so you open it up and you've got the character of Paul and Anna. Okay. unfold it, gives all your cast and credits there on the first page. Let's unfold this other side here and see. Okay, about the transfer, gives you all that information. All right. And basically, I will pause on each one of these so that you guys can read it if you want. This is really just an article about the movie and what the director was trying to achieve with it. And it does go into information about the new one, which it was saying that, you know, the remake was made in 2007. Once again, this was 1997, and the 2000 version was in English. Same director, but it was done in English. And it does say in here that it doesn't really hold up, I guess, in comparison to this. Now, I will tell you, I really did not see much of a difference. I'm not saying that this one is not worth watching or vice versa with the remake. I don't know. I mean, it is shot for shot. You know, obviously you got different acting and stuff in it, but it was virtually the exact same movie. Kind of an unnecessary remake, if you will. But either way, I'm glad I've seen it because I wouldn't have even known there was an original if I hadn't. But yeah, Criterion Collection, they're always really cool for those little extras. And like I said, the transfers are really good if you're into that kind of thing. I do have to say that of the few that I do have, which like I said is very limited, I pulled one out to kind of demonstrate. I was sort of hoping, which this is another great movie if you've never seen it, but I was really hoping, you know, for more of the, you know, this copy of Videodrome is, I love that packaging. You know, you got the really nice slip cover, and I'll do a more in-depth with this one later, but the detail I feel like on this one was just a little bit more, had a little bit more oomph to it. Also did offer a substantially thicker book, had a lot more content in there. So certainly not trying to complain about funny games, and the movie is awesome, and it's really cool to have in your collection. I just certainly wouldn't, sorry for the fidgety camera there, I'm just trying to get stuff boxed up. I would have preferred a little bit of a cooler packaging, or if you guys have, you know, Silence of the Lambs, the packaging for that, which I believe, I could be wrong, but I think they packaged that one twice, Silence of the Lambs, the second time. It's really super cool, has a really nice little gatefold to it, but anyway, that is a really good movie, funny games. I highly do recommend it. Just to get into a little bit of the movie, in case you guys are unaware, it is basically a home invasion, I guess. I mean, I feel like that's kind of undermining the film, but without giving any spoilers, it's a family goes on vacation to their vacation home. You can tell that they regularly go there, friends with their neighbors and so on and so forth, and they get some unexpected guests, and things go from there. This is a very non-conventional film. There are a lot of aspects to it that are very quirky and just a lot different than you would normally see. It breaks that fourth wall a lot. It makes you think. Some people that I know that have watched the 2000 version, the American version, they just flat out don't get it. They think it's a little bit artsy, but I can't recall anyone that I've ever recommended this movie to that has not been provoked by it some way, you know, like thought-provoking. I've never heard anyone say, oh, I hate it, but I have known people that have been confused by it. I think it all just comes down to your personal taste on that stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking this out. Once again, I really do highly recommend it. give it a watch, and be sure to like and subscribe once again. Be sure to comment down below. We all love talking to as many people as we possibly can about movies, so look forward to more of these from each one of us. You know, I'm only 1/3 of this group that we've got going on, so be sure to check out the videos as they come, and yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.